Hello there.
Yes!
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining me. Time for a little bit of Star Wars Mecha Monday action here.
Yes!
Finally, I don't know why I don't know, I felt like I was intimidated by this or something. Like I didn't even I didn't even approach starting it. I hadn't even opened the box until last night. I thought I had opened the box at some point, looked inside and been like, I'm not ready for that yet. Nope. I was confusing it with the Yamato, which I should also be ready for. But this one, I'm pretty sure I should be able to get this built today. Do a gloss top coat on it. Start doing the detailing. I think. Pretty sure. Let's tab down. Primus, hello. Robot Wizard, welcome. Sanity Mood, Austin. We got Dave, Mary. Woog, Dullahan, Zenitslav, Amy, Andy, Lurking Gundam, Jimty, makes a book of Boba Fett. They make a book of Boba Fett, yes. So there are 2 Boba Fetts currently on the market, and there are 2 Din Djarins as well. Season 1 and upgraded. All right, well, I've got this open. This will give you an idea of the size of the thing. So there's the body of it, and there's the head. It's kind of small. Smaller than the Action Fleet by a long shot. More than I expected. At squared. Do I still have the thing? It's been a while. I don't know where the thing is. If you know, you know. Got rid of the button a while ago. Let's try this. I think it still exists. If you know, you know. Looks like I dropped it. It's not in my overlays anymore. Oh well. Not sure how they press them. I don't recall. The Boba Fett one that I did was good, but did have some very, very tiny pieces. Does definitely rely on some small stickers or water slides. They give you both options. That was going to be smaller. Looking at the box. Well, that's good. That's a better option than being disappointed by the size, I'd say. This starts with the underside? Yeah, underside of the hull. Yeah, let's get into it. Starts with A. All right, that'll work. Thank you, Sandy. Looking at this now, I think I don't like the gray color, but I might just live with it because I don't want to spend too much time working on this. But it's a little bit dark, and it's a little bit. I can't tell if it's reddish or bluish. It looks slightly bluish, which means that it's probably slightly reddish. Needs to be a little bit more greenish, I think, than this. G Monkey, welcome. How goes? 15 and 14 yet? Oh, starts earlier than that. 26, 27. Okay. 26, 27, 25, 26, 27. And it begins. So this is internal structure stuff. Miss Spock, welcome. How are you? Hope everybody's week has gotten off to an acceptable start. What do I think about the Star Destroyer? No pink poncho, no buy. I'm actually not mad about the poncho. It would have been really nice to include. Would have made it a lot more special as a collector's special thing. And you know, it's not just a collector's thing. It's just a lot of people want to have a figure representation of Cal Kestis, but no BD1 is a definite big miss. And then I don't think it was an evil corporate greed thing. I just think it was a Danish bubble thing. They just don't get it. Don't mind the poncho, but BD is insanity. It just doesn't make sense. Every toy out there, I'm talking about toy, not just collectible model. Every toy that has Cal Kestis has BD1. Because duh. Almost every picture of Cal Kestis has BD1. It's like they're one and the same. They're inseparable. Get something else. Have you heard about the new Lego Star Destroyer, right? Amazon actually had it up before Lego.com. The Acolyte I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I can't give an opinion about it, given that it's not out. I've not seen it, but I'm really looking forward to it. I want it to be very good. Been looking forward to that since they first announced it. How many years ago?
Me's are gonna hurt you, sir.
Actual set is too weirdly proportioned. I get that, yeah. If you see the proportions, if it lands on you, it's hard to unsee it. But I don't think the proportions are bad for something that's a play scale thing for play. It's just the price. Price is rough for its size, I think. Eoin, welcome back. Opinion on the new Disney show. Has anyone else give an opinion on
Hello there.
the alternate universe Star Wars show? Anyone else? One seller selling the BD1 piece, £15, and they've got 8. Trying to get Cal on the secondary market. It's going to be rough because it's in such an expensive set. The starting price on the aftermarket is going to be high. I personally would recommend looking for an aftermarket custom. Look for I'm willing to bet minifig.me has a really good Cal Kestis, knowing them, knowing how they operate and how much they love their fans. It does look like a lot of fun. I'm happy that they're doing it. I questioned the actual Marvel What If thing when it first came out, but it was good. And Lego does that all the time. That's the best thing that Lego does with Star Wars, I think. It's their original worlds and parodies. They're fun. And they play right into Lego's strengths. They also explicitly encourage kids to build things differently, to try things differently, to know that, hey, you don't have to build something exactly as shown in the instructions. You can actually use creativity. Here's what creativity can look like. Star Wars sets are a bit hard to build. I don't know. Maybe some of the UCS ones are more advanced, but the Playscale ones, not so much, I'd say. One person cares about everything except for Cal. That's fair. That's fair. Firestar had a good one. Darth Jar Jar figure. Little man. Oh, this is the body. It's kind of small, smaller than the action fleet by a significant margin. Wow. Disappointing that it's considered non-canon. No, it is. No, it's not. Come on now. UCS wearable poncho. Wish they would have made a mantis. I mean, they still might. Rubber piece was painful to look at. It really was, yeah. ATST was 48th. That sounds right. Is the little man not to scale? They have little men in this, yes. What? Oh, this one? This one might not be. This one actually isn't. I'll show you. You'll see it. This little standee thing. They've got figures that are going to go into this, or they have people. Basically, Star Wars What If. Yes. Although Lego has done plenty of that in the past. But this is just more. Wow, he actually is doing Jar Jar. Wow. Man, there's just so much pain behind that story. As long as he's good, as long as he's happy, I'm happy. I still feel bad for all the things. Lego's always had the best interpretation. Not every one of their things, I think, has been on point. Some of them have been a little eh. But when they're good, they're really good. Yeah, I mean, how they frame why it gets changed is not like What If, but effectively the show is what if everything was different, right? It's close enough. It's the same concept for intents and purposes. Glad he seems to be getting loved by the fandom now. Yes. Yes. God, what a nightmare. I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Someone who's been subjected to many, many years of hate. I can't imagine how much he went through. Completely different level.
Yes!
Oh, the newer parts that they can hate? Yeah. Yeah, that damage was done. All right, so here are to scale little men. Actually, it's not that far off, is it? Is that the same scale? Is this? Who is that? Is that's an AT driver? It's the same thing. It looks taller to me. It's close, but to me it looks bigger relative to this. Yeah, I guess it's in the range. No, it's got the big wide helmet. It's a driver. Oh, I did not know that, Amy. Jar Jar watch. Lego one? 555J. Fargonaut, welcome. Anyone else joining? Sorry if I missed you. This keeps rotating. Sculpted watch, and it's his face. Oh no, definitely have not seen that. Sounds like a wearable nightmare. Ready for Outlaws? When is that release? Because if it's soon, no, I am not ready. It's about some Fallout stuff at minifigs.me. They do pretty good quality stuff. They do some nice stuff. Just know that their printing is raised. It's UV. I don't know the proper name for the process. Somebody in chat will post it now, but it's not flat. Just expectation setting. August 30th? Oh, okay. Then I don't have to worry about it. That's like years from now. Are microtransactions going to have any effect on the game? Has that been confirmed? What is the fact? What do we know for certain? 100% real, actual, not rumored, not expectation. How are microtransactions going to affect the gameplay? Eoing, you definitely never want to do that. You never want to self-promote that. People really, really dislike that. On any platform, unless you're invited to. You don't want to go into somebody else's house or place of business and say, hey, come over to mine instead. You don't want to do that. Pay for season pass to get the job I didn't see the full details on that. I did see that Jabba is not exclusive to the season pass thing, but there was something related to him. I did see that it it was explicitly stated that Jabba the Hutt is not exclusive to the paid DLC, but some mission or missions are. Is the concept of DLC new or something? Like, what is it because it's available at launch day? Because I had to buy DLC for the Star Wars TIE Fighter game back in the 90s. Red lasers are transparent. Yeah, they're a little bit dark, but they are transparent. 16 times a second. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Tired to have $70 AAA titles with paid battle passes for how many years now? It's just prices on things have gone up. The amount of content that we have in games today compared to the good old days is outrageous in most cases. Most of the micro in recent games is usually optional stuff. Usually, yeah. Never like launch day DLC. Mm-hmm. You prefer that they just hold on to it for a while and then release it? Because oftentimes DLC is made, whether it's available on launch day or not, it's already made before their release. Is it actually better if they just hold on to it and just make you wait? I know I'm being devil's advocate. I think it's important to consider. Should be part of the base game. Was it advertised that it would be part of the base game? Is it crucial to the story that we know? Why should it be part of the base game and not DLC? Would we be having this conversation if it was unveiled a month after release? Even if it was made in advance, like they often are. This is also transparent. Complaining with your wallet? Yeah, absolutely. Agree with that always. That is the effective way to make a difference. I'm just saying the situation isn't as new as we tend to think. Like I said, in the 90s there was DLC before you could download it. You had to go into a store and buy it on floppy disks. Or CD. Depends on what it is. If it's skins, yeah, paying extra to unlock more of a story. Like going to a movie, paying another $5 to see the fun gag after the credits. Yeah, I mean, especially for folks who are going to speed run the game, I can see it definitely being hurting more, being more of an insult. You know, for folks who are going to finish the game in the first few days, if it's linear like that. I thought it was open world though. I mean, it's still going to have a campaign. So yeah, if you're going to be getting through it instantly, then it's the difference between having the whole game at launch and not having the whole game at launch. Being able to finish it when you planned as opposed to not. If it's the type of game that takes the average person a month to get through, then releasing the DLC now versus releasing it in a month, does it make that much of a difference? Because most people aren't speedrunners. I don't mean speedrunners literally going for world titles, but folks who just have all the free time in the world and are going to no life a game as soon as it comes out. Players always want more, yes. But Jabba the Hutt isn't the only. A lot of people would argue that Jabba shouldn't be in this, right? Because we always complain we want more stuff that's not from the original trilogy. We want more stuff that's new. We want more stuff that's different. And yet what we want the most is stuff that's the same. I'm trying to figure out what we want. What we fans want. Can't play the $20 DLC for Horizon Forbidden West until you buy the prerequisite $500 PS5. Ouch. Deep cut. Just buy a whole new console. Yeah. Platform exclusives have been a thing for a very long time too. That is not new. I've never had a Nintendo in my life, for example. So anything Nintendo, I have not been able to play. And that's been a problem going back many decades. Lol Nadro, welcome back. Just wanted to work. Yes, Vosk. Definitely. That is very key. And it's really sad that you can't automatically expect that these days. This thing didn't go in all the way on the top. It looks like there's an extra ridge. This isn't landing properly. Yeah, it's just not going all the way in. It's odd. Not the worst. Same. It's yep. Up and down. Severely sleep deprived, but in decent spirits today. I'll take it. I don't know what happened here. Mass Effect series is a huge mess with DLC. You mean years later, trying to play it? In the modern age. The Star Wars film, there's a series coming out. I haven't seen anything about a film. We all talked about the Star Wars What If. Jedi Survivor worked day one. Let's see what was holding this back. When it came out, some DLC was not available. When which Mass Effect? Mass Effect had day one DLC? Mass Effect 2 had day one DLC? I started with 3. Want the Black Millennium Falcon. Might get it, or at the very least, can custom make it. Disadult, welcome, welcome. Mass Effect 3, okay. So Mass Effect 3 had day one DLC? I thought people liked Mass Effect 3. If it had day one DLC, it should have been universally panned, right? Metalhead, welcome, welcome. Trying to figure out what isn't quite fitting with this. Sorry with the slowness. Why is it delaying again? Try to get a replay on it. If it plays at all, it's going to cut it off, so I'll try to force a replay. Supposed to go tomorrow night. Came this morning. Oh, nice. A surprise, to be sure, but a welcome one. Wasn't working on resubs. Frack. I'm so beyond sick of stuff not working. So far beyond. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't be working. Streamlabs received the message. I don't know. Prefer it sold later. Okay, gotcha. That's fair. Azure and hello? Nah, not Comcast. $25th coin is amazing. Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. Sorry about that, Robot Wizard. Maz and Waz, welcome. Let's see if this will fit. I am a robot. Well, if it's not working at all, I'm just... There's no way. There's no way. Tried refreshing everything. Okay, that is there. It recognizes. So Streamlabs recognizes everything. TTS Monster is not working. Let me reconnect the TTS thing from scratch. Try redoing this. I know this is just riveting content. All stuff that's supposed to work. And almost always does work and should not require any input. Just reconnected it. It's not your fault at all. It's supposed to just work, right?
I am a robot and I also come with DLC. It's extra trolling mini games to play with chat. Here's one. Have you ever had a dream that?
Try again?
I am a robot and I also come with DLC. It's extra trolling mini games to play with chat. Here's one. Have you ever had a dream that?
Well, at least it's playing. What the heck? Take care, Phoebe. Everybody who's left, thank you for popping in while you could. Sorry for my failures that I couldn't do anything about. Aaron, hello. Eric, hello. For Dullahan. There's the QR code for anybody who recognizes those things or anything. Thank you for using your channel points. Sorry for my continual failures.
Test, test, test. Is this thing on?
There we go.
Thanks, Jane. I hope that's a robot myself. Robots are cool.
And it is. It is. Thank you. Maybe it got unstuck now. I just went through resetting everything that I possibly could while live. Which is stuff that you should not have to do. Period. Thank you for the cheers, man. You just have to hold it in so it doesn't fall out. I didn't realize that this piece was symmetrical front to back too. That's great. That's going to be really useful. People are going to be buying these by the thousands. And using it as edge texture on something. Yeah, it's impressive. Thank you, Dolahan. I've only opened 3. So, still working on the first pack. We shall see. I can't believe this still isn't going all the way in. I might have to just glue it. I don't know what's off. But for now, I'll keep moving forward because I've messed up too many things, or too many things have messed up already. Okay, A12, 16. Oh boy, a bunch. 12, 16, C2. Excuse me. Historically accurate. Tesla panel gap issue. Pretty sure I'm just going to do any detail work after assembly. Treat it old school style. Dragon Reach, hello, welcome, welcome. I don't think this one comes with a Luke. It's a valid question, and obviously many toys have, if not most. I don't think this one does. Closest thing to Anaheim Electronics? Probably. Actually, the company that makes the Corellian Corvette, don't they do more stuff that's been used by both the Empire and, or more, don't they have more crossover of craft used by the Empire, also craft used by the Rebellion? One of the, forget which company it was that heavily supplied both. It's a Monday, so as well as can be. Gotcha, gotcha. Thought maybe this could shift forward and back. Ah, it can. That's cool. Multiple. Think so. Incom also plays both sides. That's I think that's probably who I was thinking of most. Incom. At some point, they should do a Gundam show that has an Anaheim Electronics Stadium. Just to be a little bit more on the nose. Yeah. Rebuild the galaxy? Yep. And they made Gundams and well, they made mobile suits and other weapons of war in the Gundam universe indiscriminately. So they sold to good guys, bad guys, and also neutral guys. They just kind of represent the concept that corporations are bad and they don't care about people in the Gundam worlds. Or at least the Universal Century. Like, there aren't really good guys and bad guys in war. There are just companies and pawns. Ah, Shizuoko is here. Wow. That feels like that's quick. Mentally, my internal clock, I felt like it was way, way off in the distance. Maybe it just has been that long. A little more towards side stuff. That's fair. Okay, the legs are made in pairs. That works. Open Republic days are this weekend. First business trade day is Wednesday, so Tuesday night. Nice. Look at the Supreme Chancellor. Totally sure he's not some Sith Lord? Yeah. D parts, A parts, lots of D parts. Whoa, that's not what I wanted. That's also not what I wanted. There we go.
Do it.
D 26, 41, 33. And make 2 of them too. There's a lot of parts on one runner. All right.
Do it.
This little guy. Rising freedom makes me think freedom intensifies. I feel like there needs to be a bald eagle in the background. Hey, Shipwreck Bricks, how are you doing? That works. Gundoor to candlelight. I have not been able to visit my post office box this week. Oh, this week just began. Well, maybe in the past week. I can't say for certain yet. Thank you again for the extraordinary kindness.